Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to make yourself an automatic wool/sheep farm. So this is what it looks like here. You can make it in a long style like this, or you can make it going up vertically. You can make it that long and high, or you can make it just 3 by 3, however you want to make it. But when you are making it, be mindful that it does have a light source so the grass can grow and the sheep can eat to regain their wool. Now the wool will end up in a chest. You can put the chest wherever you like. But here are the materials you are going to need. You're going to need dispensers, observers, redstone blocks, chests, hoppers, redstone dust, levers, shears, glass, powered rails, and hopper minecarts. Now I've got wheat, leads, and sheep spawn eggs. You can see over here, I've got a sheep that I'm going to show you how to get in with wheat and leads, but the others I'll just be using a sheep egg to make it easier. Now let's get started. I forgot to mention you're going to need grass or dirt blocks, so make sure you grab yourself that as well as all the other blocks. Now to start with, I like to have it raised because under here I've got water, so I've raised it up. So what I'll do is I will have it above the ground, come out. This is just for if you've got this on flat ground, you won't have to do this. This is just because I am above water and it just won't work like that. But I'll build up the platform. Then you want to, with glass blocks, you want to build in this sort of array, so it'll look like that. Then from there, what you want to do, from the back side where you want the back to be, you want to break out from the opening here, just like that. Grab yourself your observers, come down, place them facing into the block. Make sure it's not up like that. You want to make sure it is facing into the block so it can actually detect when the grass has been eaten by the sheep. So you place all them in, and then you can replace these grass blocks. They do not need to be missing. From there, you want to grab your dispenser, come in front here, and make sure they are facing towards this glass block here. Now you can fill that up one higher and shift click onto the top of the dispensers. Now what I like to do is I like to go in and do the rails. So what I'll do is I'll go directly under the middle block and I'll break down. You won't have the water, so it'll be a little bit easier for you to do it. And I'll place powered rails. You can do powered rails the whole way, but you don't have to. I usually like to do 4 to 5 depending on how long it is, and then I'll do a couple of regular rails just to make sure I sort of have enough, really, and don't have... If I don't have enough materials, I like to just make sure I use regular rails. So then you want to grab hoppers, shift click into that block so you can see it's facing here, and then place your chest down and grab. You can just do any solid block. I like to grab a block that I don't usually build with and use that and place that there so it will hit off that and keep going back. See here, you can actually use a lever, but the problem is the hopper will actually lock, so everything will get stored into that hopper and not go into the chest. So I prefer just leaving it like this. Now what you can do is grab your redstone dust and come behind here to the dispenser and place one behind each dispenser, and what that will do is the observer under here will detect when the sheep eats the grass, and because it is powering this block here, because you can see it is aiming into the block here, it's powering it, and then the redstone dust powers the dispenser, which you put your shears inside of. Now you want to fill, if you don't have enough iron to fill all the dispensers, you can just put one. It'll last a decent amount of time, but I will show you how to make a iron farm in one of the next videos. Now from here, you want to get your sheep inside the pen. So I will show you how to do it if you don't, if you're in survival. So you want to build a platform up however you want. You can just build it straight up to the thing. You can use, if you don't have any leads, you can use wheat and get them to follow you up here. Get them over that block. I like to come behind them. Oh, that didn't work. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain, but just sometimes you got to take your time to try and get them in there. Get them to come over, and just try and best you can force them in. See, I've not done the best job here, but if you have to just make adjustments, just do whatever you need to do to try and get the sheep up in there. Now, if you do have leads, I do recommend using leads because it is much easier, because you can simply just pull them in and then they're in just like that. Now, for the rest of them, I will just use the eggs just because it is just much easier. I'll replace this redstone dust, and that is basically it. You can see they're all in there. When they decide to eat the grass, they will get sheared. You want to obviously make sure you place down your hopper minecart so it will collect the wool when they shear the sheep. Now you can, like I've done here, cover it and all that. You can cover it to make it look nice. Now if you're underground, you are going to want something like a sea lantern or glowstone or even just torches so that it will light up, so you can just put a roll across the top. Now you can see here this sheep just got sheared. If you look down in here, the wool ended up in the chest. So yeah, you want a light source so the grass will grow as quickly as possible. If there's no light source, it will not grow, as you see there. And there, it just shears as soon as the sheep eats the grass, because the observer here detects when the grass has been eaten, and it will use the shears in here. And as you'll see, their durability is now being used. So that's it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you found it helpful, and if it did, make sure to leave a like down below and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.